Kate and I occasionally play this game where, like, all right, say a number between 1 and 20. 3, 2, 1, go. And then you go until you both say the same number. Wow. And I feel like I always like try to psych her out by saying the same number a few times in a row, and then she'll say the same number as me, but then I'll switch. And so it's like
Is the goal to say the same number?
It is, but I also like to say like 17 3 times in a row, and finally she'll say 17 and I'll switch to like 5.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a dumb game, but it's like when we're really bored.
I thought you were gonna just say something like any random word on go.
Oh God,
3, 2,
that would take
1,
longer.
Carrot, and see if you ever say the same thing.
Stuck in
I feel
the
like there's
infinite
some
loop.
psychology to it, though, because like what you say will and your pattern will kind of lead the other person to a certain spot.
I mean,
Word
it's like rock,
association.
paper, scissors, but with. Or are you talking about the
Way
carrot
more
game?
shit.
Yeah.
Let's try it.
Okay.
The random
right.
word game?
Yeah, say a random word on go. I'm just gonna keep going.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Plant.
Piano.
Jerry.
3, 2, 1. Window.
Pitfall.
3, 2, 1. Sky.
Stalingrad.
Shutter.
Ball. 3, 2, 1. Piano.
City.
We're not even close.
No.
I can't even hear what everyone's saying.
No.
Sounded like Ryan was just saying whoa every time.
Whoa? No.
Whoa.
Whoa.
No, I said different things.
Previously in the Brotherverse, the Aarakocra tribe live in the Crescent Islands south of Toth.
We came here actually because of an old legend.
We believe that a man named Talus may have traveled here long ago with a magical item and went to the plane of air.
The area at the top of our island, it is guarded by a cloud giant. He has a pet dragon. We offer the beast treats, and then the beast carries us to the top with more offerings.
Oh, great Diabestus. Enjoy this feastus.
And he laps up the other croissants, and he starts flying towards the large peak rising up from the middle of the island. All right. Well, man, it's been 2 months. That's crazy.
It's been a long time.
Sorry, everyone, for the long break, but not really. It was, I feel, needed.
Needed.
But yeah, so where were we last time? So you guys landed in the Crescent Islands and met a bunch of fancy, colorful bird people and learned that they were quite the connoisseurs of pastries and pastry chefery. And then, yeah, you guys kind of started baking because you had to make food for the cloud giant that lives above the city and give it to his pet, the Diabestus, for approval. So you made peanut butter and chocolate croissants that had a fancier name.
Yeah, I was going to say. There's a name for that.
Pain au chocolat et chalon peanut butter. Something like that.
Very nice.
Shalom.
That is correct.
Shalom peanut butter. And then you gave it to the Diabestus, and he approved, and you hopped on his back, I believe, and flew up the waterfalls of the central spire of the mountain on the Crescent Island. And now you're hovering above the clouds, and you're looking down at a golden palace that is perched atop the rock of the tallest spire of the island. And the Diabestus is kind of flying in circles around this. And you can see that it has one main central area. It's kind of square, it's gold. On the 4 posts, it has spires, and in the center is a central golden spire. And out of the front, you see there's a main doorway and entryway, and there's these gardens, these hanging gardens that are kind of draping over the walls that are outside of this palace. And they're draping over the walls and disappearing into kind of clouds that are hovering right at the level of this entryway. And the Diabesis circles around and lands on sort of a, not an airfield.
Helipad.
It's the helipad. There we go.
A beastus pad.
Yeah, there's a big D letter in a circle.
Big old D.
Diabesis.
Big
old D.
on the ground. We're back. Did you miss us?
Late night.
Yeah. So he goes and lands on the helipad, and he flaps his wings really fast, and the clouds like wisp away from the platform, and he lands and lets you guys off, and you're holding a pan of croissants, a pan of pan, and the Diabesis walks with you up to the main door of the palace, and you see a giant knocker on the door in front of you.
I see you smiling.
I see you smiling. Yeah. I didn't say plural.
It wasn't plural.
It's singular.
There's just one knocker.
One knocker.
Big D. Big knock. Come on, Eric.
Big D and one knocker. I grab the knocker and I knock.
It is about 15 feet in the air.
I don't grab the knocker.
We can probably reach it in totem pole mode. If we stack Yenri.
What?
Wait, how tall am I? Like 7 feet?
You're tall.
You're 6-something.
Oh, I thought he was like
And the
10 feet.
two of you are like 3 or 4 feet.
I am 6'7", 280 pounds, 32 years old.
Well, if you add all those together, you could probably...
Stack your age on your height. Get it.
Oh, right. We have spells and stuff. So, like...
That's how I was right. He's like, you guys are just going to stack. Like, you're magic. You're
a
like
little
level
rusty.
9.
I cast Mage Hand and try to grab the knocker with it.
Okay. I believe Mage Hand has a 10-pound limit.
Correct.
But it goes up there, and it's able to move the knocker just slightly, and you're able to create a slight tapping noise on the door. And you hear some shuffling from inside and some mumbling. It's like,
I don't think he's expecting visitors.
and you hear some very large footsteps coming up to the door, and it's kind of rattling the ground underneath you. And you hear the doors open, they open inward, and you see a large cloud giant standing in front of you. And he has deep blue skin, and he has a long white wispy beard that has a lot of like gray mixed in with the white, and it looks kind of disheveled, but it also looks like clouds, like there's like wisps coming off of it. And his hair on his head is wild and standing on end and looks like cloud wisps as well. And he's wearing a large stained robe and a white t-shirt and long pants. And he looks pretty grungy. And he looks at you through his large spectacles. And he says, "What is it? You guys interrupted me right in the middle of my morning tea."
Oh my god.
Oh my god, you sound like
Walburton, right?
yeah.
That is the intention.
That's good. Damn.
You just fell right into that. That was impressive.
Been practicing that for the last 2 months.
I've wanted to use that voice on several characters, and it's never quite lined up. And this one just came. I was like, this will be a good guy to pull
it's
this
great.
voice out on.
When you were describing him, I thought he sounded like the dude, like from Big
That's
Lebowski.
100% what he
Okay.
looks like.
Mixed
Yeah.
with Patrick
Giant
Warburton.
cloud Lebowski Wahlberg.
Cloudbowski. The big Cloudbowski. That sounds like an episode title if I ever heard one.
How tall is he?
He is about 60 feet tall.
Oh,
Oh, God. So this knocker was actually fairly low, corresponding to probably the size of the door.
Yeah. There are tiers of knockers. for small and large people.
We couldn't even reach the lowest one.
No. And so Henry, I'm sure, knows what a cloud giant is, but for Dylan, is he made of clouds or is he like a...
They are giants that dwell in the clouds. They often live in like floating castles. They're found in the plane of air as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Hello there.
Hello?
We come bearing gifts.
Oh my God. I wasn't really expecting company. Wow, you're really small down there. It's really hard to see you. Hello, lower beings. I am the great cloud god. You may give your gifts to me now.
I think our gifts are too small.
Yeah, we should have made another dozen.
Oh, we'll give him what we got. Here you are, sir. We made some special croissants just for you.
And he adjusts his spectacles. And he's like, oh, right. That looks, that's pretty small. There's not any cloudberries in these, are there?
No.
Oh, they're cloudberry free.
All right, good. I have an astrology to cloudberries, so that wouldn't be good.
An astral? Is that an astral allergy?
Yeah, exactly. If I eat cloudberries, my soul gets ripped into the astral plane, but luckily I always keep an epi potion on me just in case.
That's a thing? How do we
Yeah, it's not super comfortable.
how do we find out if we have any astrologies?
Has your soul ever been ripped into the astral plane?
Well, no, but I feel like I should know ahead of time.
Yeah, well, I guess you could go get an astrology test.
Yeah,
Just see
I
if
think I
parts of
should.
my soul get ripped into the astral plane when...
Yeah,
Just
you
a
just like
little bit of it.
prick your finger and then it disappears into the astral plane.
This is a new fear I didn't know I had.
I kind of want to eat a cloudberry.
Well, no, these are definitely cloudberry free. They just got... You don't have a peanut astrology, do you?
No, I do not. Peanuts are great. Love them.
Great. Well, these are peanut and chocolate.
They're small, but they're made with. They're big with love.
And they're Shalon quality.
Oh, I like the fanciness of that. All right, hand them over to your cloud god.
Here you go.
And he picks it up and he shovels it into his mouth. He's like, not bad. These are really good. You have pleased the cloud god or whatever. Yeah, all right, you're good now. And he turns around and starts walking back towards his door.
Oh, wait, were we gonna go in? Is that?
May we come inside?
I'm sorry? You wanna actually come inside?
All right, well, we'd love to talk to you for a minute at least.
Really? I feel like usually people are just here to give me, I don't know, to praise me and treat me like a god. It's like I've never really had someone come up and actually want a conversation.
Yeah, I mean, we got a couple questions if you got a sec.
Yeah, that should be fine. You have to excuse the palace. It's a little bit in disrepair, I would say.
Oh,
We
no
won't
worries.
judge.
That's
I'm
cool.
a pretty slobby person myself, so don't worry about it.
Great. Well, yeah, why don't you come inside here? I feel like I haven't properly introduced myself. My name is Vayu. I'm the resident of this cloud palace here.
My name is Puff.
I'm Orc.
And I'm Yenri.
Well, I gotta say, it's nice to have house guests. It's been a while. These birds, they just come up and, they're all a little bit crazy, I think.
They
Yeah.
don't want to hang out ever?
No, they're just kind of, they're more afraid, I would say, that I'm gonna, smite them or... So I kind of play the part a little bit, you gotta lean into it.
Are you able to smite? Have you smoted?
Smitten.
I used to be
smitten?
able to smite. I'm pretty smitten with my palace.
You smitten with smiting?
Yeah. I used to be able to shoot little lightning bolts out of my fingertips, but I'd say a little out of practice. But a bit out of shape, to be honest.
Hey, it happens to everyone, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
You'll get it back.
Yeah. Yeah.
You just gotta practice. If you want to smite me right now, you can. If you want to practice.
Really? You would let me do that?
Go for it.
All right. Let's see what I can do here. And he claps his hands together and he starts rubbing them together, and you see a little bit of static electricity. And he's like, Thunder God, go! And he tries to shoot a little bit of lightning at you. And you feel a little zap come from his fingertip, and it hits you. And it does 8 damage.
Oh. Yeah, that stung a little bit.
Yeah, I guess I still got it in the old fingertips.
Yeah. Oh, good job. I'm proud of you, man.
Thanks. Hopefully that didn't hurt too much. All right, this is we've been standing on my doorstep a little too long. Let's get on inside. I'll show you around the place.
Nice.
Thank you.
All right, so you guys follow him and you walk through the door, and you're now standing in like a giant atrium, and you look up at the ceiling and you can see that the ceiling almost looks see-through. It's like you're looking straight through it into the sky, and there's sort of a cloud layer, kind of like the ceiling in like Hogwarts in the Great Hall, where you can partially see through it. And you look around and there's gold columns everywhere, and you see hanging baskets of plants, but the plants are all dead. And there's just stuff everywhere. There's like clothes on the ground. You see like the floor is all scuffed up. It looks like he hasn't like swept or vacuumed in a very long time. And he's like, as he's walking, he's trying to like kick stuff out of the way so he can like make a path for you. And so you keep walking for a bit, and you eventually come into what looks like a throne room. And there's a giant table that has a bunch of like food on it that's all like half eaten and left out. You see some takeout boxes. And he comes in, he's like, if you want to come sit over here, I have these floor pillows. And you guys want anything to drink? Anything at all? I don't got much.
Yeah, can I get like a cloudberry mojito?
Sorry, man. No cloudberries in the house.
Oh, because the astrology.
Yeah, because of the
Yeah. And you see him like look down, like bashfully at that or shamefully.
Can I get a thunderberry mojito?
I don't have that either. I could get you straight vodka if you want.
All right, sure, that'll do.
All right. Yeah, that'll do. So he goes over to his fridge and opens it up, and he looks inside. Like, yeah, it's a little bit sparse in here. I haven't been in the grocery store in a bit. And he grabs this big old
We have plenty of vodka.
decanter of vodka. He's like, I'll try and get my smallest glasses. And he goes and he walks to the other side of the room and finds a little...
Cloud size is fine. Whatever you get.
swim in it.
Yeah, he goes and he finds a few little... he has like a sewing kit, and he pulls out a few thimbles, and he tries to pour vodka into it, and he gives it to you guys. It's still pretty big, though.
Oh, it's a cloud thimble.
Yeah, it's
Cloud
a
giant thimble.
Cloud giant thimble.
Thank you.
Oh, thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Bayou? Is that your name?
Vayu with a V.
Oh.
Yeah. So what brings you up here? I haven't seen anybody who's non-bird in a very long time.
Well, we're looking for some information. Oh God, what's his name? Thunderboy.
Talisman.
The Talisman. Yeah,
Oh,
his
and
name is
Talus?
His name is Talus.
literally the easiest name to remember.
Eric's trying to
Does
give
that-
us a break with these names, but it's still not helping.
We've reached the bottom of the barrel in terms of simplicity on these. I can't go any farther.
Does the name Talus mean anything to you?
Oh yeah, that guy. He came here, I don't know, 1,000 years ago or so, maybe. it was kind of before my time. I'm kind of the second cloud giant that's come to guard this portal here.
Huh.
So, yeah, I mean, I met the guy once at the Bagisha Gardens in the Plane of Air. But good guy. Very good guy.
Sparks another question. You're guarding a portal?
Yeah, the portal to the Plane of Air.
Why are you guarding it?
To make sure people don't get in. The Talus and the Wind Goddess, Akati, they don't want just any old mortal jumping through that portal. That'd be really bad.
Mortal through the portal.
That's a nice tune there.
Catchy.
What would it take to get through that portal there?
Oh, I mean, you could just walk through, but I mean, you would fall for eternity once you get there.
Because it's like all just air?
Yeah, it's just air.
Okay.
Yeah, and I mean, I can't just lie. I mean, you guys seem great, but I can't just let everybody just walk through the portal.
We seek counsel with Talus. Basically, the whole existence. This world hangs in the balance right now. We're trying to save it. We need to talk to Talus. We're on a mission.
Is that so? What proof do you have?
Oh, that's a good question.
We have collected several of the other talismans, trying to keep it away from the forces of evil. And we were sent by actually the descendant of Talus, I think, or at least a relative.
And he looks at you for a moment. He's like, a descendant of Talus, really? Man, he would be very interested to hear that, I bet.
Yeah, I think so.
Like, I have one little problem, though. I mean, I would love to show you around the Plane of Air or whatever, but, I mean, basically what happened is I was hired to be the guardian here at the palace about 500 years ago. And, you know, it's been a very isolated, pretty lonely job, if I'm to be honest. And, I feel like I've kind of let myself go. And it's been a while since I've been in the palace, and I don't know if I can go in this state, honestly. I don't know if I feel comfortable crossing the plane and taking you guys there.
Well, what would it take for you to feel, back to yourself?
You want to like do a cleanse?
You need a makeover?
Oh, ha, ha. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I need some help, honestly.
You need a montage?
Yeah. I mean, maybe. Like a slow montage. Like one that happens in real time.
So not
The
not
opposite
about
of montage. Hey, I've got a really quick way for you to feel more comfortable about yourself.
Yeah, what is that?
Just drink a bunch of this vodka.
It's like a cheat code.
Yeah.
You'll
You say that, but I've tried that a lot.
Oh.
And
Apparently you've used up all of your cheat codes.
But then we'll be here
yeah,
to tell
that
you
well
you're
is
beautiful.
run dry.
Well, if you don't mind, I'll partake and just tell you how beautiful you are.
I mean, that's good too. A good hype man is always appreciated. But yeah, I feel like my hair over time has just gone a little bit insane. I feel just lumpy everywhere.
I feel a Queer Eye episode coming on for this cloud giant.
Yeah.
He needs a total makeover.
Queer eye for the stratosphere guy.
Stratosphere.
Stratosphere guy. Cue music. Things just keep getting better.
The one.
So, you mentioned your hair. You're feeling self-conscious
Yeah.
about your hair. You said you're feeling a little lumpy. Is there anything else you need us to address? Maybe the way that you're dressed?
Yeah, definitely that. The stained robe isn't a great look.
Okay. Well, what do we want to tackle first? Do you have any giant shears or 3 tiny shears?
You have magic.
I am rusty. I'm feeling like getting my hands dirty.
I'm not a Pokemon. I don't have cut as one of my spells.
Not Edward Scissorhands.
I mean, I do have animate objects. That's actually exactly what is probably necessary.
As long as we have,
They don't float though, remember?
Do you have like a drawer
That's true.
full of
They
scissors?
don't float. They have to like stab their way up his butt.
I have sharp teeth. I have shark teeth.
Shark teeth. Okay.
Yeah, my beard's a little bit ethereal. It's mostly clouds. So,
Oh, so we can just sort of whisk it away.
Vacuum it up.
You ever tried the bald look?
Yeah, you got a baby face under there?
I don't think so. I mean, for a cloud giant, I'm pretty middle-aged, I would say.
All right, I'm gonna go cloud watching and find a nice cloud dew for you to put on your cloud.
Cloud do to you.
Oh,
awesome.
that one looks like a flock of seagulls.
That one looks like a mullet.
Hell yeah.
Can I take the beastus? We'll go find a good cloud dew for you.
Yeah. Hey, Diabetes. Come on.
Sweet.
And you see the Diabetes run in, and he like falls on his back and starts rolling around a little bit. He's like, "All right, sit. Good, Diabetes. All right, can you take this guy on your back, and then you want to get on his back there? Just climb up the scales.
Yep.
Hold on tight.
Can I bring my thimble?
Yeah, absolutely. All right,
Yep.
Diabetes, cloud run." And you see the
that's the thing.
Diabetes lift off, and he starts going in circles. Then he rushes out an open window and into the clouds. Now reminds me of that Rick and Morty episode where they soul bond with the dragon.
I just watched that.
Slut dragon.
Percocet.
Dirty.
Molly
Dirty.
Percocet. Gotta represent.
I was singing that song this morning as I was making breakfast.
A very good breakfast song.
Pushing eggs around. Percocet. Molly Percocet.
Pretty much.
That's sweet.
So Vayu, you mentioned you're feeling lumpy.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Yeah, it's just that I've been basically living here for 500 years, and all that's happened is I sit here, and then the people from down below bring sweets up to me. So my diet is mainly sugar at this point.
Yeah, and we got to break that cycle for you. We got to get some healthy foods in your diet.
Yeah, I don't even know where the healthy foods are. I mean, I live on the top of a mountain. I basically have just food delivery. Everything's takeout.
What sort of places do you order from normally?
I mean, basically the people down below. It's a
Just
one
sweet.
restaurant city.
Have you ever asked them if they could make anything that doesn't contain sugar?
Honestly, no, because they were really good at making sweets, and then they started giving them to me, and I just couldn't say no to a gift. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a weakness of mine. I don't want to say no. I don't want to like stir the pot at all.
Oh, yeah, understandable. We all have our weaknesses. It might be time for us to ask for something else, though.
Yeah, I mean, that would be great. I mean, if we could make that happen.
Yeah, you don't even worry about it. We'll handle it. Leave it to us.
All right.
That's
All
what
right,
we're here
that sounds
for.
great. All right. Yeah, fruits and vegetables. Man, it's been a while.
And along with that, I mean, we could have our sweets every once in a while, but you got to move that body. You gotta try to balance your caloric intake with some athleticism to even it out with some cardio.
Astroleticism.
Are there any exercises you'd recommend?
Yeah. Yeah, we can do some astroaerobics.
Some Astra Blasters.
Astral blasters.
Yeah, exactly. Blast your ass with some astral blasters.
We'll blast that ass into the astral plane.
That's perfect. Yeah, if we could blast my ass fat into the astral plane, that wouldn't be the worst.
Yeah, have you tried doing some jumping jacks? I'm going to stand back for this. But it's a good place to start. Just get the body moving.
All right, let's try this. Don't laugh at me. This is going to be embarrassing.
No, I'll do it with you. Here we go.
I've
Ready?
never exercised, so don't worry.
All right, I'm ready to go.
All right, here we go.
Here, I'm gonna take this robe off. This feels like it's weighing me down. I gotta get out of the robe. I think I just gotta get out of it.
What's under the robe?
It is open. He's got like a white T-shirt and like striped pajama pants
Okay.
on underneath. And he takes off. Like it's kind of like my comfort blanket. So this is gonna take some getting used to.
I get it, man. But yeah, let's just try a few here. Let's just do 10 jumping jacks. Ready?
All right.
Here we go. And 1 and 2. And I start doing them.
And Vayu starts doing it with them, and like with each jumping jack, the floor like shakes as his weight hits it. And you see him start to hyperventilate like pretty quickly. He's like breathing heavily, and his like hair and beard are wisping out as he does that, and they're shaking up and down.
Is this going to be like a thunderstorm for the Crescent Island?
Yeah.
We've angered him. We shouldn't have let them go up. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, everything's shaking a little bit. And so you guys do like 10 jumping jacks. And he said, it was like, oh my God. That's the most I've moved in a while. But, you know, it feels really good to get moving.
Orc loops by.
Feels energizing.
Orc loops by on the beastus and is like, hey, look at you. You're looking so cumulo-nimble over there.
I had to stop through for that catchphrase.
Gotta drop the puns. Bye.
Thanks, man. Appreciate the cloud puns. All right. I feel like the lumps like shook out a little bit. Like it's a little more like even. I think they shook out to be a little more even.
Good. I'm glad you're feeling a bit better about yourself. You know, half the battle is just your own mental image of yourself.
Yeah, I mean it's an uphill battle, especially when it's been your mind in a palace for 500 years with little contact with the outside.
Yeah.
All right. So exercising, great. Like the exercising.
Yeah, so I think next on the agenda, we've taken the robe off. That's a good step. Now, what do we have anything else in the wardrobe? What are we working with?
Yeah, I guess I could show you my my closet if you would like.
Yeah, let's take a look.
All right. And he picks Yenri and Puff up, and he walks into his bedroom, and there's a mattress on the floor in there, and there's some clothes strewn about. And he goes over to this curtain that looks like a waterfall coming down, and he just like puts his hand in front of it and pulls it away like it's just a regular curtain. And behind it, there's some clothes hanging up. And a lot of it's pretty, like, eclectic. You see a lot of colors. It's like, yeah, I mean, I used to wear a lot of this when I was younger. It was kind of like, it was the 70s in the airplane. And, yeah, a lot of colors, a lot of patterns.
The airplane.
In the airplane. That took me a second.
Yeah, me too.
In the plane of air.
Yeah.
That's the insider name.
Yeah.
It was the 70s in the plane of air when I was a little more into fashion. So a lot of stuff's a little bit dated.
You know, most of this stuff is back in style. It all comes back. We've ridden the wave back up. Let's see. We got What you want to tell me what we got here?
Yeah, I mean, this was one of my favorite pieces from back then. And he pulls out this collared shirt, and it has a pretty big collar on it, 70s style. It's a button up, and it's blue, and it has little white clouds on it, and they're like moving around the shirt. It's like, it's a little bit on the nose with being a cloud giant, but it was a nice light blue against my dark blue skin. I always kind of liked it.
Yeah, you got to play to your strengths, The old blue on blue, that's a solid look. Also, I've literally never seen clothing that moves like this, so it's mind-blowing to me.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty commonplace in the plane of air, but maybe those textiles haven't quite reached the material plane yet.
So we got this as an option. Give me 2 other options, and we'll pick from there.
All right. So this is one of my other shirts. It's more of a workout shirt. And he pulls it out, and it's a orange tank top that has a white stripe around the middle, and in like kind of psychedelic letters it says "Airboy" on it.
I love it.
Is that a brand in the plane of air, or is this your title?
Yeah, it was just kind of a cool thing to say back there, like, "Hey, what's up, Airboy?" And
Yeah,
so
that's
that slang's a little dated too, I would say.
Well, now it's nice and retro.
Yeah, it's true. It's a little bit revealing being a tank top, but I don't know if I'm comfortable with that one.
It looks great.
Okay.
I'm serious. I'm super serious. It looks great.
How goes the cloud hunt up there, by the way?
Oh, I'm looking. We're getting the best one.
All right. And so he goes back in there, and he takes a piece out, and he's like, "Oh man, this really brings me back. This was actually the suit I wore when I went to my interview for this job to be the keeper of this palace, and I got to meet with Akati, and man, she was great, and this really brings me back."
So was that the last time you wore it? Was that the interview?
Yeah, I would say so.
You know what?
Really
this is it. This is the piece. We need to bring you back to that day. So we're gonna choose this one, all right?
Yeah, you think so?
Oh yeah. With the new do and the lumps all beaten out, this is gonna look great.
I love every time Karamo says "with the lumps all beaten out" in Queer Eye.
Yeah.
No.
They can be pretty harsh on that show.
They can be pretty harsh on that.
They're basically like, "You look like shit."
Like, all right. It's like, I don't know if I could fit in this, honestly. And he starts trying to pull on the pants, and they're a little bit tight. And he's like, "Man, yeah, this is all a little bit small for me now, I think."
Don't worry about it. I got a spell for that, and I use enlarge on the clothing.
Couldn't you have used reduce on him?
That's what I thought you were going to.
That's a fine point.
I can make your clothes fatter for you.
Question: how long does enlarge last for, that spell?
It's a really good question.
He just needs to get him on, and then it'll suck the lumps out.
Yeah.
It's like a corset.
Yeah.
It uses its concentration up to 1 minute. Yeah. Well, so yeah, we'll just get him into it, and then we'll just.
All right. 1 minute, great. Like, all right. I don't know if that's gonna be enough time. Maybe.
Oh, you just need to throw it on.
Do you have control over the largeness, or is it just like it doubles it?
I think it's double.
It doubles. So.
I feel like I'm gonna be wearing a tent with that. But
Well, for a minute.
Well, here, how does the jacket feel on you?
and he tries to put that on. He's like, All right, I don't think I could like button it up, but I mean, the shoulders still fit well. I think it could be an open blazer kind of thing.
That's fine. Yeah, layering is good. It kind of hides those lumps along your side. You get a nice clean line. So maybe we can do like the cloud polo with your blazer over it, and you can find some nice slacks to go with it.
Yeah, and honestly, you know what? Oh yeah, I guess if we find some slacks, I was gonna say even with the pajama bottoms and the blazer on top, it's kind of like a confident God, but he's kind of over it. You know?
Yeah.
Like he's comfortable.
Yeah. Comfort first, for
Comfortable
sure.
God.
But you're probably right. Slacks are probably better to clean up, to fill out the outfit.
I mean, I like being comfortable for sure, but I don't know if that's like a going out in public, like out on the town and.
So do we got some other pants options here?
Yeah, I mean,
Maybe.
I guess I have a pair of pants here that I quite like, and he pulls out a pair of orange corduroys, and he's like, "This is another one of my pieces from way back that I don't know, I always was a fan of. It's a little bit louder. I'm a kind of a colorful guy.
No,
you know?
that's beautiful. Teal and orange. It's a great color combination.
Yeah, you think so?
Oh yeah. How are we thinking about? You think these are gonna be able to be pulled on here?
Yeah, these are a little bit newer, so they're always kind of baggy. So, and he slips them on, and they're fairly form fitting, but not too skinny.
That looks great.
Yeah, it's a little tight around the thighs, but I think he's like turning and looking in a mirror in his bedroom. He's like, "Oh yeah, I feel like the blazer and the pants are quite slimming actually. It feels good." And you see a little smirk across his face, and he's like checking himself out a little bit.
Oh, look at you, already feeling more confident.
Yeah, just getting out of the old robe. I mean, yeah, this feels good. This feels really good.
All right, Vayu.
Good.
Oh, he's back. Hey.
We rounded up 20 cloud dews for you.
Whoa.
All right.
And you're going to pick one.
Am I now?
At random. And we're going to go with
I can't imagine what I'm going to do to pick these at random.
We're going to count down from 3, and we're all going to try to say the same number.
Oh, man.
Or,
How about I just do that with you?
no, roll for it.
Oh, yeah. that.
Roll your big cloud die.
Oh, yeah. He walks over to his robe and pulls out a cloud die.
Reach beyond your fourth wall and roll your big old cloud die.
Yeah, Eric, can I borrow your cloud die? Yeah, here you go. We got an 8.
Okay. You got dreadlocks.
Oh yes.
Cloud dreadlocks. You might have already been rocking those, but...
The statement piece. All right. I can get down with that.
Yeah, man. Enjoy those dreadlocks. What do you think?
I mean, I don't have them. You told me I got dreadlocks, but I mean...
Oh, it's right there. Here. Beastus brought the cloud dreadlocks over for you.
Oh, you're just going to, transplant it?
Yeah, you just put a new cloud on your head.
Well, I mean, my hair's not actually a cloud. It's like hair cloud.
What?
Like it grows on my head.
So we collected all these clouds for nothing?
Honestly, I'm amazed that you collected 20 hairdos from the sky and were able to transport them. That seems nearly impossible.
I mean, you could just wear it as a wig. Or...
Some assumptions were made about cloud giant anatomy.
And about clouds in general, I would say.
we found 20 hair-looking clouds for you.
I am shocked you were able to do it so quickly.
Yeah. And fly with them.
I thought you were gathering reference, not gathering hairdos.
Yeah.
Beastus Knight figured out a way, and here they are. But if that's not going to work, how I have temporal ointment.
I thought the temporal ointment is just the mousse for cloud hair. Freeze it in place.
Where did you get temporal ointment?
We got it from when we were rubbing it on that dude's chest.
Yeah.
Yeah, Perry.
That's right.
The temporal ointment is interesting.
You want some?
I don't know, maybe.
You want it in your
Is that
hair
like an anti-aging cream
or on your
something?
chest? Or on your face?
On your lumps?
Yeah, maybe. Let's maybe try rubbing them on the lumps.
I like that he's okay with calling him the lumps now.
I don't think we have nearly enough ointment to fix your lumps.
Whoa, Henry, hold on. He means
Ouch.
he means what lumps? I don't see the lumps.
Wet lumps?
Those ones you might want to get checked out.
Your lovely lady lumps are totally fine. I'm gonna rub some on your under eyes. We'll see if that, makes you feel more youthful.
Yeah, I like that idea.
All right.
And he picks you up and lifts you up towards his face, and he like looks up and to the left.
And I try to reach for one of the eyes.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to move me around.
All right. Let's start with I1, and roll a dexterity check.
Use my robot arm, so I don't get it on my hands.
I love that he's just using Orc like one of those under eye like
Like a brush.
Like that.
Just rolling him out.
15.
Nice. All right. So you go under the left eye first, and it's pretty baggy. He's got some deep wrinkles under his eyes. And you start rubbing it on there, and you see the skin tighten and become more youthful as you do that.
It's working.
It's really just collagen we were rubbing on Perry's chest.
Yeah. The old Botox ointment.
Yeah.
And then you go under the right eye and do the same thing, and you see it tighten up a good, I would say 75%. And he's looking quite a bit more youthful and rested because of that.
I don't know. You're looking pretty good.
Yeah, I feel less tired.
You look like
Feels good.
look like a teen, look like a young, spry Cloud. I'm out of puns.
I was also trying to think of something.
I thought you were gonna say. For some reason, I thought you were gonna say Harrison Ford. I don't know why. That just popped in my head.
You look like a little puff of steam.
Oh, thank you. That's beautiful. And he's like reaching under his eyes and feels like, wow, I haven't felt this, my eyes haven't felt this taut in 500 years. Maybe because I haven't really noticed how taut my eyes
Yeah, I
are.
remember when I was young and my eyes were taut. Those were the days.
Yeah, firm, high, taut.
These old saggy eyes now.
So my eyes are so loose now. I hate it.
I remember
High
the
and
days.
tight. All right, so you want to try this hair thing?
Oh yeah. Hey, you know what? I think it's the color, not the style. I think we gotta brew up a storm in that hair and get it nice and dark like a young Harrison Ford.
With
Young
taut eyes.
Harrison Ford.
Yeah. Yeah, like feel like I just need to kind of get a fire lit inside me. You got a pep talk for me?
Yes. Here we go. Remember when you were but a young puff? Not like the dragon.
Yeah.
Quiet.
Oh,
Just a young puff of steam with taut eyes and no lumps. Picture that young boy, Cloud Boy.
You see him close his taut eyes.
Remember that Cloud Boy? He had dreams. He ate vegetables. He floated around the sky. He shot lightning. He yelled thunder. He spun twisters. He blew wind.
You see him nodding his head at this, and he's like starting to smile a little bit, and you see his
He rained
hair.
rain. He snowed snow. He precipitated all the precipitates.
Roll a performance check.
Nat 20.
Really?
Yep.
All right. So he's really getting into this, and you see his hair starting to like go from just like loose and wispy to like wisping around and starting to turn darker.
From wispy to wisping.
Yeah, from wispy to wisping. And then his beard too is starting to move a little bit and starting to form up, and you see his beard move into like a twister, so it's got kind of a sharp point with a curl at the bottom, and it looks like a spinning tornado. And his hair too starts to spin, and it curls up, and there's a nice big curl that's now falling in front of his face.
You're doing it, Peter Vayu. He's back.
Yeah.
All hail
back.
Vayu, Cloud Giant Extraordinaire.
Look at this hair boy.
Is that
And he,
Harrison Ford up there?
Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford.
Ford. And he opens up his eyes and he looks in the mirror, and he's got this dashing pompadour and curly beard, and he's got his blazer and his blue button-up shirt and his orange corduroy pants. And he's looking in the mirror, and he's like standing to his eyes like, yeah, I think Bayou's back. Thanks, guys.
You're welcome.
Of course. It's our pleasure, Bayou.
Yeah, it's just been so long up here, So things really got out of control, but I really appreciate the help and getting back on my feet.
All right, don't go turning
feeling
into a
good.
storm cloud on us.
I
Sound
think
a little blubbery.
you guys are making me want to rain.
Make it rain, Vayu. Make it rain.
All right. I think I'm ready to face everyone on the other side now.
Great.
Yeah, let's get you guys over to meet this Talus guy.
You haven't seen him in 1,000 years? You said you haven't even seen him.
I haven't seen him in about 500 years.
Oh, all right. Wonder what he's been up to.
Likewise. And, it'll be good to get back to my home in Bagisha and say hello to everybody. So let's do it. To my airship.
All right.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
And he grabs you guys in his big blue hand and lifts you up. And first he walks to the front door and he locks it. And he pours out some food for the diabetes. He's like, I don't know how long I'm gonna be gone, so this should be enough. And then he walks to the other side of the palace and walks out the back door. And standing in front of you is this giant golden airship that has like a big old blimp on the top of it. And it's got these aerodynamic looking fins that almost look like fish fins sticking out the side of it. And he walks into it. And underneath you, you see a giant sigil on the ground that has runes all along the outside. And he steps into the airship and places you guys down on a pedestal next to the wheel at the helm. And he starts speaking some words in another language and raising his hand up. And you see a little bit of lightning come out of his fingertips. And the whole boat or ship starts to electrify. And you see the sigil on the ground light up with golden light. And all of a sudden, you see the light like pierce up into the sky, and the ship starts to rise slowly and then zooms off, and you feel like G-forces on your head as you're now flying through this golden light. and the whole world around is like shaking and reverberating, and there's this low hum as you fly through space. And then all of a sudden it stops, and you fly through a cloud, and then you are sitting in the most like blue sky you've ever seen in your life, and you can see forever in every direction. And he rises up above the cloud, and you can now see past it, and it's all blue underneath. It's blue above. It's blue to your left and right. Everywhere you can see is blue, and there's clouds dotting the horizon. And Vayu turns to you and says, "All right, boys. Welcome to the plane of air."